5 gaming products which are perfect for productivity. So starting off first, we are just getting right into it. I think most people have probably the same as I have if they're coming from the gaming world, where huge gamers when they're younger, which I am, and I'm not really a lot anymore. And I think there's a lot of problems people are facing from when it coming from the gaming experience, especially when it comes down to mice. I bought this Logitech MX Master 3S for Mac. Everyone on the entire internet on YouTube is telling me, oh my god, it's the best productivity mice ever made. Well, actually it is not. Especially when you are familiar with gaming equipment. You are a gamer for, I don't know, over 10 years, 20 years. I think I got my first Game Boy Advance was like 6 years or something, which I would not tend to give it to your kids that early, but for me, it didn't really have a huge negative impact, I think, I hope. Can't really say that. But when you're getting used to it, to have a gaming mice which is so light, which is so perfectly in your hand with programmable switches, you seriously don't want to go back to like a productivity mice. Everyone is telling you it is that good. Seriously, the thing what I like the most about the best productivity mice in the entire internet is its vertical scroll wheel, which you can probably see right here. It's the vertical scroll wheel. This is really a good game changer, but I only think it is a game changer when we are in any video editing software, because otherwise I don't really think it is that necessary. And the 2 buttons for copy and paste, which I mostly use it. Yeah. You have that on every other gaming mouse. One thing what I also kind of like, but it's only for Mac specifically, is this button here, where you can like press it and everything goes up on the Mac, which is great. And you can feel it is designed for the Mac. But compared to like a Logitech G502X, it is so much more worse, because the mice is just perfect. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have the left and side buttons to like go back and forth to tabs and backwards. Then we can also press this button here, and then all the buttons on the entire layout is changing, which call them G-shift. And then we have, I don't know, probably around 13 programmable switches, kind of like that. Then we also have the thing which we all have in the other thing. But the thing which really triggered me the most was this best productivity mouse on the entire internet. Yeah, bullshit. The thing what triggers me most about this mice is this DPI. And the precision. It is such a bad precision. Seriously, always when I'm on my Mac, and I'm just like moving the cursor around, I'm like, I don't know, it feels like I'm in the Matrix and the cursor is just lagging. It is such annoying. And if I connect this one to my MacBook or to my iMac, the experience is so much more smooth, and it just also feels better. It is lighter, it is better. It has more programmable switches, which is better for productivity. The only difference is it is not perfectly designed for Mac. So if Logitech or any other thing would do this vertical thing, I think you would have the best productivity and gaming mice at once. But I think every gaming mice is the better productivity mice. Seriously. You please comment if you have any other opinion. But it makes such a huge difference if you have so much more programmable keys and switches. And also the most interesting thing about is this muscle memory system, because you exactly know when do I need to press any of these switches, which is an entire game changer. Coming to the product number 2 is this beautiful keyboard, which is really, it doesn't really matter which keyboard you have. You can have any of these ones. But I think specifically gaming specific keyboards are amazing, and most of the new ones do have these options of multiple connection points and switches, which does change the entire game. So for example, this one is programmed on my Windows PC, on my MacBook, and on my iPad. I could also have a fourth version, which is here for my iMac, where I'm currently filming this video. I don't need it because I never connect it to my iMac. That's totally fine because I always have, it's a different spot. But for example, if I'm there on my main working setup, I always have my Windows PC connected, as you can see here, which is like shining like, yeah, I just don't do any black humor jokes. That is, I think that is a bit better. Then I always have my iPad, which is just right here, and I always have a MacBook connected, which is either here or there. And with this one, it is perfect because it is super light, it is thin, I can game with it, so I don't really need to switch. For example, if I'm using the Mac thing, it also costs 100 euros. Okay, this one costs 300, but this one costs 100 euros. You can't really game, it doesn't have any LEDs. Yeah, and the typing experience is like a laptop, but nothing special. And this one, I just put it off so I don't really tap anything. It is like a laptop, and I really like this typing experience, and I really like these thin things because you can type so much faster. I know there's these new mechanical keyboards which also type great, but there's not a version of a gaming version, which I'm really desperately waiting on. If they really release a really good mechanical, slow type switches like the low-fi or the new-fi keyboards, but the gaming version of it. But yeah, this thing is also, in terms of gaming, it is probably one of the best, all things for productivity. It have programmable keys. It have 4 different connection points. It does have LEDs, RGBs. You can also keep it in white. It does look great. It is thin. It is expensive, I'm not gonna lie. So if you're interested in purchasing any of this product I'm currently presenting here, links in the descriptions. It is affiliate link, so you are helping me with that because, yeah, if you have a small YouTube channel, it doesn't really make a lot of money, which is the case, but yeah, never mind. If you're interested, purchasing it, link is down below. It would help me, and I think it would also help you because you're helping me, which is a positive thing, so yeah, thank you. Another thing where I really like is gaming monitors, actually, compared to, first of all, they're extremely affordable, especially you get some for like 200 or 300 euros or dollars, and they're so much better. And for example, if you're buying any Apple product monitors, which cost like 3,000 to 5,000, which is way too expensive, like seriously, way too expensive. And I got most of the gaming monitors, like the MSI one, like the Asus one, for like, okay, the MSI cost like 500 to 700 in this time, but seriously, you get a great monitor, like an extremely good, between 200 to 500 euros. And if you want to get a high-end one and whatsoever with different specific things, you can pay around 500 to 1,000, but you get everything between 500 to 1,000. You can also get OLED monitors, which I think are around 1,000 or maybe 1,200. And the color accuracy, everything is great. So I think gaming monitors are also a great productivity tool. And there's also a specific version with great colors where you also can do great video editing and color grading. Yeah, color grading is a thing which probably Apple products are the best in class currently, but seriously, paying 5,000 is not that worth it. And what I think I like a lot, but like an Apple monitor costs 5,000 and it only have 60 Hertz. Which, everything I have a 120 Hertz. The MacBook Pro screen have 120 Hertz. The iPad Pro screen have 120 Hertz. My iPhone 14 Pro, or I think 13 Pro was the first one, which also have 120 Hertz refresh rate. Why do these monitors, which cost 5,000, doesn't have that? They just have 60 Hertz. So my recommendation, get yourself a gaming monitor, get yourself an entire gaming equipment, because this is going to make you more productive. And coming to number 4 is actually gaming PCs, laptop for productivity. Because first of all, they are just so much faster than a normal working computer. And the overall specs and hardware is so much better. And you get it for less than a price. So the things, I'm a big fan of Apple, so I have a lot of Apple products. But this gaming PC behind me is so much better for productivity. It's not better for designing, editing videos and whatsoever, but for any other task-related tool, for flow experiences, for connecting dots, for triple monitor setups, which kind of sounds crazy using stream monitors because people think, how can you focus? Actually, I can focus pretty well with the stream monitors, but I also, my work style is a bit different and also over years developed in that case. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of gaming PCs for productivity, but designing everything, get yourself a MacBook for traveling, editing on the road, totally. I'm a huge big MacBook fan. I would probably never buy anything else in a MacBook for like compare a laptop, but gaming PCs, my big love. Second of this is you have definitely more RAM. You also get more out of it actually for the price. You also have better graphic cards, which are actually good for editing. So it does make sense to get yourself like an NVIDIA. And also what also is pretty new is especially NVIDIA, why also the stock market got crazy on NVIDIA. NVIDIA graphic cards are built on NVIDIA AI, which makes a huge difference in terms of productivity at work. And if you purchase one of the graphic cards, you might have really good future AI development possibilities or skills you can use for your overall productivity. And the last thing is this Elgato prompter, where you probably can see the B-roll right here, and that's the reason the camera is just mounted right there, the second camera. But the Elgato prompter is probably one of the best purchases I did in the entire time. I mean, also the DJI here, but the Elgato products are based for gaming actually, and this is actually for streamers. But I think it's the best prompter ever built in human history so far. And in an affordable price. Probably there's for television and everything and movies, there are better ones, but probably expensive. But for overall consumer, standard consumer, like myself and people probably watching this video, the Elgato prompter is the best thing ever. First of all, we can have the software and we can just like delete my entire script. And it just works like a second screen. So I can push everything inside here and I can see myself. So I could actually exactly look into the camera like I'm doing right now. I can see myself, I can use the functions. I'm talking to a community and it is like a second monitor. I don't need to connect anything. It is always connected to my iMac. So I just need to switch things here and it's just like a second monitor. I mean, seriously, I think that is one of the best decisions ever, and you just need one cable and nothing else, and 300 euros for that. Yeah, the perfect equipment especially if you're a content creator like myself and you like to produce content, or you have a lot of business calls, or you have a lot of Zoom calls, or you need to look into the camera to your audience, to your customers, and you also want to read from a script to see them really, and don't look into the screen and the camera is somewhere else and you're looking into the screen to the person, but the camera is actually there, which is kind of annoying. So that changed for me also how I'm creating content, how I'm structuring content, because as you can see here right now, it is just my bullet points. I don't really like to read from a script because it feels not authentic enough, but I can just read, okay, that's the topic what I'm talking about right now, so I don't really get too much crazy about the conversation. And yeah, the Elgato prompter is probably the best purchase I did this year, especially in terms of content and also content productivity. So that's it. That was my entire video about the 5 gaming gadgets which are perfect for productivity. So anything is linked down below. I also have a 90-day challenge currently where I'm trying to get into 5,000 euros and also 5,000 YouTube subscribers in 3 months. Let's see if I can get it. The one Notion video performed pretty well, which I'm super happy with the whiteboard function. But yeah, if you're interested to join the 90-day challenge, the link is down below, and we are getting into a community together, and we're trying to reach these goals together to get 5,000 subscribers in 3 months and to get 5,000 euros or dollars in these 3 months, and look at it, how it works afterwards. And yeah, if you're interested to join the challenge, link is down below, and if you want to purchase any product, please do it over the link because that would help me a lot. And also makes it easier to produce better videos and more videos and whatsoever. So thanks very much for watching this video. See you guys in my next video. Bye.